I'm at the Brown Bagging for Calgary Kids kitchen today, and I'm joined by Executive Director Bethany now. And the action is right behind us. You see all the volunteers packing up the lunches. Walk us through what's happening behind us.
Yeah, we have this incredible community that comes together to make sure that kids have access to food. So Brown Bagging runs a couple of different programs to connect kids to the food they need. Our biggest one is our school lunch program. So that's what's happening in the kitchen today as we get lunches out to just about 8,000 kids all over the city. We also run some summer programming, working with day camps, and then we do some work with families throughout the year to make sure that they have access to the food they need.
That's incredible. I didn't realize that you provided lunches all year round, including during the summer, like you said, through summer camps. Now, how many people do you think this impacts?
So right now we're providing lunch for just about 8,000 kids in schools every day, which is incredible. And then we're working with dozens of families across the city who are accessing food for their kids as well. So in addition to that, we've got just about 700 volunteers every week who give their time in support of making sure the kids have food. And we've got this incredible community of folks who comes together in so many other ways to make sure kids have food.
Yeah, I've met so many people in the community, kids doing food drives, donations, and it's incredible to see how the community comes together like this.
Yeah, and there are so many ways that people can get involved, whether that's volunteering time or giving financially. We're participating in the Calgary Marathon up here in a couple months where folks can run as part of raising money to care for kids. And, it's always a great way to connect by just sharing the word with your neighbors and making sure that people know that there's access to food if they need it.
That's wonderful to hear. Thank you so much, Bethany.
Thank you.
Now, of course, if you're interested in learning more or to volunteer, to contribute, you can always visit the website bb4ck.org. I'm at the Brown Bagging for Calgary Kids kitchen this morning, and I'm joined by Executive Director Bethany once again. Bethany, walk us through this tremendous effort that goes on every single morning to provide kids with lunches.
Yeah, so there's so many logistics that go into getting lunches out to about 8,000 kids in just about 300 schools across the city. We've got these folks in the kitchen right now who joined us about 6 or 6:30 this morning to get things started. They're being joined by some reinforcements now mid-morning, and then we've got drivers, about a dozen, 15 folks who are going to come and drive their own vehicles to pick the lunches up and take them out to schools. And this is actually just one of our dozen locations across the city where volunteers gather in kitchens all over Calgary to prepare food for kids.
And so that's sort of the biggest resource and the biggest need. You need hands on deck, volunteers.
Yeah, Brown Bagging is really this community that's driven by people. We are fueled by neighbors helping neighbors and people caring for kids right in our communities. And so every lunch is made and delivered by someone who's volunteering their time, and 100% of our revenue comes from donations from community.
And you hear so many stories of volunteers who have been with you for years and really getting their family members involved as well. Now, there are other ways to contribute and to support Brown Bagging for Calgary Kids, if not volunteering.
Yeah, there are so many ways that we can get involved in caring for our neighbors, whether that's participating in an event. We're taking part in the Calgary Marathon coming up here in a couple months so folks can run to raise money. One of the greatest ways, though, that people can care for each other is just by making sure that people know that there's access to food in their schools and in their communities if that's a need for them.
So just simply raising awareness.
Just talking about the need for food and how people can access it is such an important way of making sure that everyone has access.
I'm so impressed by the work that everybody does with this organization. Thank you so much, Bethany.
Thank you. It's an incredible community, and we're really grateful to be part of it.
Now, of course, if you're interested in getting involved, to donate or to volunteer or to participate in any of these activities and events, you can always visit the website bb4ck.org. I'm at Brown Bagging for Calgary Kids this morning with volunteer Kat, who's been volunteering for 4 years here with this organization. You guys are really doing an incredible job at targeting food insecurity within schools. Now, walk us through what is happening here at the station.
Yeah, so this here is the packing station where we have various routes that we take for deliveries each day. We are packing our snacks, our fruit, veggies, yogurts, and all of our sandwiches to send to the schools in need.
That's amazing. So I saw you counting oranges right now. That's what you guys are doing. And it's like an assembly line.
For sure. We work together just to try and make sure that we get everything in time for all the delivery drivers to then take to all over the city.
Now, how did you get involved with this organization in the first place?
I first started because I was actually doing a volunteer op with my work. And so after I got to see the work they did, I wanted to continue and reached out and then started doing it on a personal level as well.
And the longer you did this, the more you inspired your son, actually. Now he's involved too during summer break.
Yeah, so my son is 11 years old, and he actually comes all through the year. He comes about every 2 weeks, and he comes in the morning. He helps seal sandwiches, make them, and he loves getting involved and meeting the people here as well.
He's so dedicated. You must be so proud to see that.
Yeah, I think it's great for the kids to also learn to give back and just see the food insecurity that exists even amongst their own classrooms that you don't often see. So I think it's a great opportunity for them to just understand the world a little bit more.
A great lesson outside of the classroom. Thank you so much, Kat.
Thank you so much.
Now, of course, brown bagging for Calgary kids always needs volunteers. And if you're interested in helping out, you can always learn more through the website bb4ck.org.